A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. DA, take it away.
Well, the ceremony was delayed, and understandably so, but at last, the Hall of Fame class of 2020 was enshrined. And what a class it was, led by Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and of course, the late, great Kobe Bryant headlining the 9 inductees. There was tremendous poignancy with Kobe's inclusion coming so recently after his tragic death. And it was a night that none of us are going to forget. Guys?
Thank you, DA. And a couple of injuries among their reserves. I expect their starters guys will be ready to do whatever's needed.
2 players injured, one of their stars out, something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Joe Ingles, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Clippers, Ibaka is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Williams. And it's George in at the 2. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Kicks it to Mitchell. Lets the 3 fly. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Rudy wanted it more than anyone else. He's going to be around for a long time. Look forward to watching him.
Goes up on the high post. Rebound, Utah.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Ingles against Leonard. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Outside Williams. Pass to George. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Conley. Pass to Ingles. Knocks it loose. Batum with the steal. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm on shooter, huh?
And he makes the first.
Knock this in. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm on shooter, huh?
Both free throws good from Batum.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Get going.
Conley against Williams. Mitchell dishes to Conley. There's the pass to O'Neal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Lou Williams. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Now, here's Mitchell. He doesn't hit that one. George with the defensive effort. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Williams.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now, here's Mitchell. Over George. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Jazz trail by 4. To the inside. O'Neal misses.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
George, no good. And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
The first free throw is good.
Growing before our eyes, the confidence of Gobert, comfortable doing a little of everything now.
And Gobert drops them both. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Unloads. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Utah trailing here. To the wing on the left. Conley left side. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now, here's Ingles. Mitchell finds Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
On defense, the Clippers. To the middle. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Conley against Williams. Second shot opportunity. That one no good. Good work defensively by Conley. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Push, push, push the basketball and get out of his way. Donovan Mitchell, fantastic on the break.
Morris outside. In the corner, George with it. From past the arc, krills it from outside. George has got 6.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
Outside Conley, from the arc. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz.
Bojan Bogdanovic.
Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And George kicks to Morris. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Mitchell with it. Fires from 14, and the rejection by Ibaka.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
George passes to Williams, and here's Morris for 3. O'Neal with the rebound. Jazz trail by 3. Conley feeling it out. Inside, here's Mitchell. A beautiful reverse layup.
You know what? Struggling a little bit, but I do command the effort. 2 of 8 from the field. Let's see if that one gets him going.
Here's Williams. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
With the teardrop. Conley's shot is off. Goes back up. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 6 points.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Luke Kennard comes in for Nicholas Batum. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Williams. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Royce O'Neal. Clarkson comes in for Mitchell. And it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. Outside for Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Derek Favors.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
shooting 2.
Knock this in. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm on this shooter, huh?
And the first one drops.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
Grab it. I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Hey, let me get big man. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
And so Jackson nails both of them. And it's Harrison with the ball for Utah. They trail by 1. The dish to Clarkson. Over Jackson. That shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Over Harrison. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The burst of Jackson makes him a hard guy to stick with and difficult not to foul him.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Better box your man out. I got it. Hey, just box out. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
And that one falls for Jackson.
I got mine. Who got shooter, huh? Better box your man out. I got it. Hey, just box out. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Here's Harrison. Kicks to Gobert. Here's Harrison. Passes to Bogdanovich. That one off the back iron and out. Clippers leading by 3. Beverly the pass to Morris. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. George Niang, he's checked in for Gobert.
George Niang.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Harrison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Niang passes to Favors. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Beverly. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Still Clippers ball.
On defense, the Jazz. Harrison with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Another miss by Utah. Clippers leading by 3. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, who got shooter, huh?
First one falls for him.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
Hit these, baby. Nah, man, you get little guy. Yeah, I got him. Hey, you get shooter. I got him. You got this guy out here? Yeah, I got him.
Both free throws good from Beverly.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
Here's Harrison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And getting traded from Utah to New Orleans last year, Favors became a grounding force for a very young Pelicans team.
Yeah, and Derek Favors knows what it's like to be that rookie coming in, having a lot of physical ability and facing high expectations. He did a great job, in my opinion, providing veteran leadership, and personally, he had one of his more productive years overall.
And he can't get the first one.
The former 3rd overall pick in the 2010 NBA draft, Derek Favors is a gifted big man and a crucial player to this team.
And the second free throw, good. Clippers leading by 4. And here's Beverly. Here's Kennard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go around.
One shot.
Knock this in. Hey, when it comes off, grab it, baby. Hey, man, you want this guy? Yo, I'm Who got shooter, huh?
That free throw, good from Kennard.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Favors trying to break free. The shot by Harrison, no good. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-5 run here. Beverly against Bogdanovich. It's deflected.
Great awareness by Bogdanovich, working hard to come up with the block.
Here's Clarkson. The teardrop falls in.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Jackson passes to Zubac. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. That one goes in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Harrison. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Clock at 4. From 18 feet away. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson has the open look. The second effort. Zubac kicks to Kennard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jazz trail by 7. 50 seconds left in the first. Here's Harrison. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Jazz have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Beverly. Pass to Zubats.
No shot. Watch the cutter.
Jackson in the corner. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 5-point game. Bogdanovich, no luck. The Clippers shooting down around 24%. Obviously, they've struggled. The three from Morris. The Clippers keep it alive. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together, we move the ball, we make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, we've got Patrick Beverly, Luke Kennard out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. So it's the Clippers now, leading by 5.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Clarkson, count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Leonard looking around. Elbow shot. Los Angeles with another miss. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Harrison. Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Leonard's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Here's Clarkson. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now here's Beverly. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Off the dribble, Beverly is dangerous. Can turn the corner or rise up and shoot over you.
Jackson against Clarkson. And it's sent back by Leonard. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys, they're hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Jackson, that's good.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's his third foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Luke Kennard. And Paul George is subbed in for Jackson. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Harrison. To the paint, here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Conley. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Beverly's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Leonard has it in the corner. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got 5.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch-and-shoot game.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Utah also making some changes. Rudy Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And O'Neal subbed in for George Niang. Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match it with his blinding speed.
Williams against Conley. Down low, here's George. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 12. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Top of the key, Conley. Here's the teardrop. To the middle. Gobert the pass to O'Neal, and he makes that one. O'Neal's got 5.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
George against Mitchell. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Ibaka for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at...
Whoa, hammering it in!
Rudy's showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Shoots from the line. Offensive rebound.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. He gets it in there.
Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi, very active, very focused on the job at hand.
The pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. That one's not going to go. Excellent D there from Williams.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far. And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
Conley against Williams. Pass to O'Neal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
That's on Lou Williams.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Utah, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. The first one falls. The Jazz making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. So he gets them both. And here is Los Angeles now.
Who's got Lou?
Williams with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside, Batum. Another shot. And the layup good by Ibaka.
When shots go up, one thing about Ibaka, he gets to the right place at the right time.
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. The Jazz working the ball around now. Mitchell with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Another miss by Utah.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
And George with the stuff.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. Over Leonard. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Outside Conley, passes it to Bogdanovich. Misses the jumper. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 10-point game.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
And, guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Conley gets the bucket.
Mike Conley with a terrific field in the pick and roll. He's like a quarterback going through his progressions.
Here's Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Conley. Lays it up off the glass. Conley's got 6.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Utah calls timeout. Without question, George displaying his So it's the Jazz now. They trail by 11. O'Neal kicks to Mitchell. To the inside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. 12 points for him.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Now the feed to Gobert. Gobert double-teamed in the corner. O'Neal with it. Off target with his 3.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
No good off the back of the rim. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Mitchell. Again, the Jazz score.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell? Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
Williams passes to George. Here's Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. Morris has got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Gobert. Gobert double-teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Cool. You two players.
And Utah has possession. O'Neal dishes to Gobert. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Conley trying to get open as Ibaka. They get the rebound. And the rejection by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
George with the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Jazz trail by 13. Conley the pass to Mitchell. There's a minute 34 left in the first half of the game. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Lou Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Leonard the pass to George. And the shot goes in. George has got 12 now in this quarter.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Utah calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Reggie Jackson comes in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. George Niang comes in for Royce O'Neal. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Mike Conley. .56 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Harrison.
You talk about defensive back mindset coverage from Patrick Beverley. His defense will drive you crazy.
And that one's good, Leonard.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Niang passes to Clarkson. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
And what a terrific job he's doing tonight. No trouble going in there among the trees and pulling down monster rebounds.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. It's an 18-point game. Shot to stop the run, and the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Tremendous defense. Reggie has the quickness to stay on the ball and the long reach to affect the shot.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with head coach Quinn Snyder. Coach, what adjustments are you going to do in the second half?
You just got to keep playing, keep taking the shots, and that's not the issue as much as us not executing on offense. And when we don't score, sometimes our defense lags as well.
Everybody wants to see the ball go in the basket first, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the wing position at both ends of the floor. It has some comparing him, oh, wait for it, to the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Kenny, you buying what I'm sort of selling?
No, man, it's not enough in your store to buy that, man. I tell you, but he is good. He's got strength to get to his spots, the elbow, the post, the back down. They got some common threads, but that's not the same sweater.
Look, he plays at his own pace. Jordan's Jordan, but Kawhi's an all-time great in his own right, but I wouldn't say he's Mike.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And there wasn't too much. drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with O'Neal, and it's Conley in at the 1.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. And the Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Ingles against Leonard. Over Ingles.
Credit Joe Ingles for how hard he plays, taking the challenge defensively.
He feeds it to Mitchell. And that one drops. Mitchell's got 10.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Leonard against Ingles. And that one's good. Leonard.
Right there, that is poise of Kawhi Leonard, just taking what the defense gives him.
And here is Mitchell. 10 points for him. Ingles in the corner. Lots of room. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
On the wing, George. Covered by Mitchell. A step-back shot here. Rebounded by the Jazz. And it's sent back by Leonard. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Leonard dishes to Ibaka. Not going to go that time, so Utah will take it the other way.
And PG, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Now O'Neal. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Mitchell. He dishes it to Gobert, and it's blocked by Ibaka. To the paint. The shot by George, no good. Jazz trail by 18. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Ingles can't get it to go. George with the bucket. George has got 22 points.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Mitchell outside, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. The pass to Batum. Dishes it to Williams. Double team on Williams. Ibaka, the pass to Williams.
Even in close to the hoop, that's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifling.
Kennard against Ingles. Pass to Gobert. Over Williams. Nice shot by Gobert. 14 points for Rudy Gobert.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Passes it to Kennard. Gobert with the block. Here's Conley. 8 points for him. Mitchell's shot is good.
Even though Mitchell isn't all that efficient from range, the most impressive thing to me is he believes the shot is going in.
Williams in the post, covered by Conley. It's good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. Trailing by 17. Inside, Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Love how Gobert stays active inside, picking up fouls in the process.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
First free throw is good. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley comes in for Lou Williams. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. He doesn't get the second one. Clippers leading by 16. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah. Favors has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
George passes to Zubac. Kicks to Beverley. Back to Zubac. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
The Clippers haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
The free throw drops for Zubac. So, for the Clippers, Morris is checked in for Paul George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Kennard. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now, here's Mitchell. 15 points in the game. Mitchell is double. Ingles in the corner. All alone. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Jazz trail by 16. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson with it. He's got 6. Morris outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morris has got 9 points.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Bogdanovich finds Mitchell. Bucket is good.
A tale of 2 halves. He's really turned it around here, scoring the ball.
Los Angeles leading by 17. Bounce pass from Beverley. And here is Zubac. Morris into the lane. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Jackson against Clarkson. On the wing, Mitchell. The 17-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. 19 points for Donovan Mitchell.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
To the right side. Here's Zubac. Rebound collected by Clarkson. Jazz trail by 17. Now Ingles. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for the Jazz.
The lineup for the Jazz. Shaquille Harrison.
Here's Mitchell. Off the left rim and out.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
And it's Harrison with the ball for the Utah Jazz. 17-point game. Bogdanovich, no luck.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Morris looking over the floor. Outside Jackson, just 5 on the clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. George Niang, he's checked in for Mitchell. Jazz trail by 17. Here's Harrison, and there's the pass to Niang. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And Beverly kicks to Jackson. Zubac trying to break loose, and Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got 8.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Harrison. Outside Favors. Back to Harrison. And the rejection by Zubac. Drops in the tray. Clarkson's got 5 points now in the quarter. Clippers leading by 14. Morris outside. Over Bogdanovich. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
This is where Morris can kill you. He's pretty much claimed that in-between game.
Here's Harrison. Outside Bogdanovich. Puts up a 3. The shot by Harrison, no good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, and that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves, and we'll just see what he does here at the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markeith, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Harrison. The dish to Bogdanovich. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
I mean, not only does Bogdanovich stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanovich defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, he started out as a pure shooter. Bogdanovich has worked hard to become a threat off the bounce and a strong finisher.
And the Jazz making a change here. Conley's checked in. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. Clippers leading by 16. Jackson passes to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Over Bogdanovich. And it's Leonard missing. So Favors will bring it up for the Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Can't lose sight of Bojan Bogdanovich. He's a threat to score in transition.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. The shot missing. Great D that time from Favors. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubac has got 4 this quarter. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the stick. Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Favors trying to break free. Shots good by Clarkson.
What a turnaround for him since the half. More aggressive and more effective.
And Beverly kicks to Zubac. Back to Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bogdanovich. And too long on the shot. Jazz trail by 12. Now, here's Clarkson. Tries again. Here's Gobert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
George against Clarkson. Leonard draws the double, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's a jump ball.
So it's the Clippers now. Morris kicks to Beverly. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. They get it again. They shoot again. And Zubac puts it in. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
From 18 feet away. George, no good. Jazz trail by 10. One-on-one here. Here's Clarkson. Favors in the post. Leonard's there. Snatched up. Out to Conley. Back to Favors. The Jazz working the ball around now. To the paint. Goes up again. And the rejection by Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. For the Clippers, Baca comes in for Morris. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. And Utah with a change here, too. O'Neal's checked in. Clippers leading by 10. Williams passes to Leonard. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Start it.
The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. The Jazz making a switch here. Ingles is checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Conley dishes to O'Neal. Clarkson looking for an opening. Back to O'Neal. From deep, Ingles. The Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got his 6th rebound on the night. Ingles against Leonard. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
You know what? Mike Conley is so crafty, finding a way to take the bump and weave through the defense.
Here's Williams, and that one hits back iron.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 4 assists in the game. High arcing shot, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the call. Utah the foul.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC, 5 first-round picks, and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Free throw good, Paul George.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
Both good from the line that time.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends, Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Feeds it to Mitchell. And it's sent back by George. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Watch Conley. D up on Conley.
Ingles against Leonard. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Charity stripe shot. Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard the pass to George. Basket good. George has got 26 points.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Down low, here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Looking to get it going, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Batum's checked in. That free throw good from Leonard.
You know, when you look at the MVP race each year, most of the candidates were drafted in the top 5. but somehow Kawhi lasted to number 15.
And it's sent back by George. Outside Leonard. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, it's important to get points any way you can, and Ibaka's turned himself into a good free throw shooter.
The free throw drops for Ibaka.
A shot-blocking man of the world, Ibaka can tell you, not in my house, in at least 4 languages.
And so he makes both from the line.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Utah calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Los Angeles on D. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Four on the clock. The Clippers grab the miss.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Michael Conley picks one up.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Jazz. They trail by 16. Outside Conley. Passes it to Mitchell to stop the run. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Williams with the ball. Second chance shot, and Batum finishes inside. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And Ibaka slams it in.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Mitchell against George. Mitchell looking it over. Looks for O'Neal, gets it to him, and it's denied. George against Mitchell, and George with the stuff.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Pass to O'Neal. He kicks to Mitchell. And here is Conley. Gobert down low, defended by Ibaka. Conley misses off the right iron. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Batum. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half. Jazz trailed by 19. Now Conley. And the pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Pass to Mitchell. The three. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And George gets it to go. George has got 30 points.
Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Mitchell against Batum. The drive by Mitchell. The Jazz again can't hit it. Los Angeles leading by 21. Inside. Batum, good.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's Mitchell missing.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Mitchell against George to stop the drought. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Pushing the action, Donovan Mitchell has an innate ability to make people foul him.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Kabengele's checked in, and it's Patterson in for Leonard. And Mitchell drops them both. LA's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Williams. The rebound by Morgan.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
Pass to Oni. Back to Mitchell for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Mitchell's got 8 points in the quarter.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game, the ability to simply catch and knock it down.
On the wing, Williams. Looking to get back on track here. A nice shot by Kabengele.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them, and Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them.
Pass to Kabengele. Here's Mann. Off target from three-point range. Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Clippers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were keys to their victory.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Paul George.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Nicholas Batum. And Utah also making a switch. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Mitchell. And so he hits both. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Clippers leading by 17. Now here's Jackson. The feed to Patterson. The rebound by Morgan. And here are the Jazz now, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Hughes the pass to Morgan. Harrison scanning the floor. Pocket 6. Fires the 3. Hughes, good.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Beverly. It's blocked. And the Jazz pushing it up now. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Jazz, Mie Oni. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jackson. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Kawhi, you have become an elite two-way player, so how do you carry that scoring load with that defensive responsibility?
It's very difficult. You know, your mind's on the whole game, 48 minutes. But, you know, my teammates get me in the groove, give me the energy to keep fighting throughout the whole 48 minutes.
Well, you did a great job of leading them tonight, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.